¿Qué pasa, clase? This tutorial will review the verbs ser and estar. First, let's review the conjugations of the verb ser. The yo form of ser is soy. The tú form of ser is eres. The él, ella, usted, and one person's name form of ser is es. The nosotros, nosotras, or someone's name y yo form of ser is somos. The vosotros and vosotras form of ser is sois. And the ellos, ellas, ustedes, and more than one person's name form of ser is son. Next, let's review the uses of the verb ser. Remember the acronym TOPIC? This acronym can help you memorize the uses of the verb ser. The T stands for time. We use ser to express what time it is. The O stands for origin. We use ser to tell where someone is from or to tell nationality. The P stands for possession. We use ser to say that something belongs to somebody. The I stands for identification. We use ser to identify people, places, things, and events. The C stands for characteristics. We use ser to describe people's physical characteristics and personality traits. Now, let's review the conjugations of the verb estar. The yo form of estar is estoy. The tú form of estar is estás. Notice that this form contains an accent mark. The él, ella, usted, and one person's name form of estar is está. Notice that this form contains an accent mark as well. The nosotros, nosotras, or someone's name y yo form of estar is estamos. The vosotros and vosotras form of estar is estáis. And the ellos, ellas, ustedes, and more than one person's name form of estar is están. Notice that this form contains an accent mark. Next, let's review the uses of the verb estar. Remember the acronym PLACE? This acronym can help you memorize the uses of the verb estar. The P stands for position. We use estar to describe a temporary location. The L stands for location. We also use estar to describe a permanent location. The A stands for action and represents the present progressive tense, which you will study in Spanish too. The C stands for condition. We use estar to describe a temporary physical or mental condition. And the E stands for emotions. We use estar to describe somebody's mood. Let's look at some examples. Nosotros estamos enfermos is we are sick. This sentence uses the verb estar because we are sick describes a condition. Little Rock está en Arkansas is Little Rock is in Arkansas. This sentence uses the verb estar because Little Rock is in Arkansas describes a permanent location. Él es Geraldo is he is Geraldo. This sentence uses the verb ser because he is Geraldo is identifying a person. Yo soy simpática is I am nice. This sentence uses the verb ser because I am nice is describing a characteristic. Javier está en la clase de español is Javier is in the Spanish class. This sentence uses the verb estar because Javier is in the Spanish class describes a position or temporary location. Mateo es de España is Mateo is from Spain. This sentence uses the verb ser because Mateo is from Spain is describing Mateo's origin or where he originates from. Son las 3:30 de la tarde is it's 3:30 p.m. This sentence uses the verb ser because it is 3:30 p.m. is telling the time. Tú estás contento is you are happy This sentence uses the verb estar because you are happy is describing emotion. El cuaderno es de Lucía is it's Lucia's notebook. This sentence uses the verb ser because it's Lucia's notebook is expressing possession or describing that the notebook belongs to Lucia. This concludes our tutorial over ser versus estar. Adios!